What is up? What's going on? Good morning. Happy Friday, January 19th, 9:08 a.m. And the weather outside, it's not that great. Today, I want to talk about a competitive advantage. A lot of business owners are unwilling to come out in front of a camera. And this offers a massive competitive advantage for businesses that have a business owner that will come out in front of a camera. And I've always talked about this for years and years and years, is that the only way you can build a strong personal brand or a strong brand for your business is to provide education, information, and or entertainment. Any of those three, any of one, any two, and whatever, right? And the reason why you want to do this is because it gives you a huge competitive advantage. And the reason why is because most business owners are unwilling to come out in front of the business, be the face of their business, especially on social media, for a number of reasons. I mean, it could be as simple as they don't like the way they talk on camera, or they don't like the way they look on camera, or they don't know what to say, or they don't know what to do because, they're running a business, and then you add social media to it, and then it becomes another thing that they have to do, right? So I understand. I 100% understand. I've talked to business owners all over the place, all over the Rio Grande Valley, all over the United States, and most people are not going to come out on camera. But if you are willing to, it's going to do one of five things. Good morning. What's going on? I got someone on YouTube saying hello. It's going to do one of five things. If you're able to do this, it's going to give you a competitive advantage. And what it does is it helps you with your personal branding and building trust. Now, the reason why you want to do this is because if you are a business owner, you're most likely going to be in business, or your goal is to be in business as long as humanly possible, right? Because, business is hard. Being an entrepreneur is hard, but it's fruitful. It's a good life to have. It's a good to build something for yourself and then be able to make money off it and be able to survive and feed your family and go through life and do things, right? So what this does, one of the top five things this does is it gives you a competitive advantage, but it helps you build your personal brand and trust, right? So you want to build your trust in your community, especially if you're like here in the Rio Grande Valley, right? If you're going to be doing business, you have a brick and mortar business, or you have a service-based business, most likely you're going to be reaching out to customers. You're going to be shaking their hands. You're going to be the face of your business, right? Because nobody knows your business better than you. And nobody should know your business better than you, because you know all the little intricacies of your business. So the first thing that's going to give you a competitive advantage is going to help you with your personal branding and building trust. The second thing that's going to do is it's going to give you authority, and it's going to help you expose your expertise, right? And the reason why you want this is because along the way, somebody's going to come along that probably isn't as good as you at your job, or isn't as good as your business, right? And they're going to take up this market share, and they're going to come in, and they're going to talk about the industry, and they might not be as skilled as you, right? So you want to be able to make sure that you are the authority in your industry, and you get to show people with your expertise. Now, the cool thing about this is you've gone through so many work-related things in your business that you know the little things that the little minuscule things that you might take for granted, but a lot of people just don't know because they haven't been in that industry in a long time. So the first two things that is going to give you a competitive edge is it's going to help you build your personal branding and build trust. And then the second thing is going to help you expose your authority, right? You need to be able to show people that you are an authoritative figure in your industry. And how you do that is you share your expertise in that industry. Now, there's something for everybody, because you think about it, how many industries are there in the Rio Grande Valley? There's a ton. And you only see like lawyers and tax professionals that talk about these things, that are making content at scale. Like, nobody's really educating or informing their audiences anywhere. So this gives you a massive opportunity to be able to do this and take up that market share, because the one thing that's going to happen is when you start sharing your expertise and your authority and your personal brand, is you're going to start getting customers. You're going to start getting, the worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to educate people about what you do. And then eventually they might become a customer down the line. I mean, sounds like a win-win to me, right? The third thing that this is going to do is it's going to increase your engagement and reach. And the easiest way to understand this is like when I come on here every single day, I don't get a ton of views, but every single day somebody new is popping in and they're learning about what I do for a living, right? So marketing and advertising is what I do. And this slowly starts to grow out to more people become aware of what I do in the Valley, right? So if they ever need marketing or advertising, they might reach out to me, or they might not, or they might reach out to some competition and then end up coming back to me. So what this does, a competitive edge, right? It's going to help you build your personal brand. It's going to help you give your authority and your expertise into the Rio Grande Valley. It's going to help with increased engagement and reach. And the other one is it's going to differentiate you from your competition. Now, think about that for a second, because it's most likely that your competitors aren't going online every single day and sharing their expertise. Now, they're probably sharing pictures or graphics or whatever like that, but it takes a different type of person to come up in front of the video content and educate and inform, and then look at yourself and be like, oh, I didn't like that stuff. It doesn't matter, because you need to push out your brand, right? And people need to know about what you do. Marketing is to be known. You need to be known about what you're doing in the community. So what it does is it differentiates you from your competition, especially if you're a lot further in your competition. Then it just solidifies you in the industry. Like, this is the go-to person in this industry, and I don't need to go anywhere else. I'm going to go to that person. So that's what this does. And another thing that it does also is it enhances your marketing and your brand messaging. There's nothing greater than a business owner or somebody that is a representative for your business to be able to always talk about the values and your goals of the business. Because if you have a business, you're most likely going to be around for another year, another 5 years, as long as you possibly can. So being able to enhance your marketing and your brand messaging is a powerful tool, because you need people to know who you are, especially if you're going to be shaking hands and doing business here in the Rio Grande Valley. You need people to know who you are. So the top 5 competitive advantages that a business owner or a representative from the business being able to come out on video content every single day, pushing out content, is this going to help you with your personal branding and building trust. It's going to help with your authority and your expertise. It's going to help you increase engagement and reach. And this is the part that a lot of people don't really understand, is the engagement. There's certain things like awareness, which people just know about you, and then engagement, which is the second part of this whole, marketing concept. The reason why you want people to engage with your content is because if they're willing to engage, which is a like, comment, share, anything like that, or consume it for longer than 2 minutes, 14 minutes, sometimes in my case, is that they're probably interested in what you're trying to sell. They might not need it now. They might need it down the line. But if you're consistent, then you'll be able to pick up that lead and pick up that business in the future. So this is how engagement works. And then reach is how many people, individual people you actually reach. So every single day that I come on here, every single week that I come on here, new person's popping up and I'm reaching new people. This is reach. All right. So another thing that's going to do is it's going to differentiate you from your competition. Why do you want to be different than your competition? Well, because you need to stand out. You need to stand out. And this is the reason why, is because when you get leads coming in, they're going to ask you a bunch of questions. And the great thing about this is if you can differentiate yourself from your competition and you have the answers that they need and you have the tools that they need to be able to generate leads, for example, for me, or to be able to reach 1 million people, like these are things that people just don't know off the top of their head, right? So you have to tell them. What's up, Edgar? Most people have the fear of being assertive or cocky. However, in my field and in my writing, I always include the term recognized authority and or subject matter. No, yeah, you're 100% right. I don't think people need to feel like they're being assertive or cocky. Like I've been told before that people think that I'm above everybody else. It's like, that's the most ridiculous thing that I've ever heard, because all I'm doing is coming on here and educating and informing people about what I do for a living, or educating them about the world of marketing or advertising. So I don't feel like Maybe it's the way it comes off, the way people speak, but I'm sure in my capabilities to be able to market and advertise, maybe it's a sureness that maybe I come off as being assertive or cocky, but I don't feel like people are cocky or assertive, especially when they're talking about things that they know. Because if it's something that they know, then I mean, of course they're going to be sure about it. So that's my thought on that. Guillermo, I think a lot of people don't have the guts to put their face in front. You're absolutely right, man. I talk to business owners all the time, and when I tell them about jumping in front of a camera, they get mortified because it's like public speaking. Like nobody wants to go and speak in front of a bunch of people, but I guarantee you, if you do it consistently, you'll just get better at it. And especially if you're a business owner, like the worst thing that you can do as a business owner when times are slow and times are tough is to go back and not do anything. Like at that point, you have to figure it out. And the only way, not the only way, right? But one of the ways to get leads and customers is through social media. And most of the time, like this is free. I'm taking my time to do like 14, 15 minutes a day. And just spreading the word about the industry that I'm in, because if you think about it, the Rio Grande Valley is usually 1 to 5 years behind in anything, but social media is closing that gap. So the more that you can come out in front of a camera and educate and inform your audience, you will most likely pick up more business. I mean, versus the opposite of doing nothing. So think about that, and I'm a huge proponent that more people need to come out on camera. And if you don't do it, the business with me, like fine. But the point is to be able to get your business out, because you need to be able to get your business, and 10 to 12 million businesses are going to close every year. Like think about that. Like you go down the streets, down McAllen, how many businesses have closed over the past year? Like, dire need of jumping in front of a camera and talking about your business isn't a bad thing. Like if you're gonna work on your business that you plan on being around for the next year, for the next 5 years, jump in front of a camera and educate and inform. And it's not hard, because you write a list of the things that you want to educate and inform based off of your industry. Like, for example, one of my guys that does junk removal, like he knows a lot of intricate things that I don't even know, that I've never even heard of before, but he knows that the city of McAllen won't pick up trash on the side of the street that they've dumped. Like, I didn't know that. So these are the little things that people can educate and inform about these things. And that'll help you stand out. It differentiates you from your competition. And the more you come out, you're gonna separate yourself from the competition so much that they're like, yeah, I heard this guy talk about that. And if anything, it's worse if you go and look for another marketing or advertising agency. Well, at least you'll know what questions to ask them, right? So the top 5 things that is going to give you a competitive edge in 2024 for your business is, it's going to help you coming out in video content, right? It's going to help you build your personal brand and trust, right, in your industry. It's going to give you authority, and it'll allow you to express your expertise. It's going to increase your engagement and reach, and it's going to differentiate you from your competition. And it's also going to enhance your marketing and brand messaging. So with that being said, it's Friday, January 19th, 9/22. January 19th. Wow. 19 days have passed by so damn fast. And the whole year is going to pass by fast. So before you second guess about jumping in front of a camera and educating and informing, think about it, because I think it's beneficial for any business out there to be able to reach more people. That way they know exactly what you do and say, hey, I'm right here. If you ever need me, or if you ever need my assistance, or you ever need something that my business offers, come to me first, and then go shop around, and then come back to me, and then make an informed decision. Like, that's what you need to do as a business owner. I'll see you guys later. Have a great Friday.